That is a little bit scary of a proposition. Like, how does a Nyx even kind of keep a Slark under wraps right now?
Yeah, he just can't. There's really nothing you can do. It's a little bit too risky for him to get in too close if he gets pounced. At least if he gets harassed down and then pounced. Like, the initial pounces doesn't really matter, but if xnova gets a couple levels, then he can have some issues. Tries to go for a pull, but xnova intercepts.
There's going to be a crush into the Invoker. It looks like Doctor might be in a little bit of trouble. Sunstrike comes down. Nana not too affected. It will be first blood going away the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, that's a nice play by Afu to make that happen in the mid lane. Especially. Oh, never mind. It was. I thought it said Ajit bottled that bounty. I was gonna be very surprised. So we do not have bottle Slark, guys. No panic.
Okay, man.
It was in fact
mid lane. It looks like they're gonna try for their initiation. Afu goes in, lands the crush. They've got 3 heroes here. There's a TP in coming through from our Warlock, but is there really enough that they can do? Warlock may actually end up hitting the truck here, and it looks like there will be another crush to get the Warlock down. The Fatal Bond's doing some work, but I don't think it's enough to bring out the Slardar, although he does fall. And now you've got Dr. Invis here, and is there any way for them to detect him? Nana, he's got nothing to his name. Farm against someone that he feels completely safe against, knowing that there's rumbles going down mid, there's rumbles going down bottom. Right now, all 5 Radiant heroes are on the map. Well, we've got Ben here taking a Fatal Bond from the bottom lane. Might be enough to drag him down. Shuma taking some damage from xnova, but now we've got Nana going through. Throws a Remnant forward, is able to latch with the Searing Chains. Miss Venge throws a missile to defend herself. Is there enough catch? She gets vision of both with her Wave of Terror. Now Ogre making her fast. Is there going to be any sort of catch? Afu moving forward, but Shuma is still alive. In fact, Light comes in and just munches on that Ember Spirit, lands the Impale, and it looks like Afu may go down as well. He's going to be hit with that Ignite. He's slow, he's taking some tick damage, and that's going to be 2 kills in favor of the Radiant.
Nicely done. They were trying to set up that Vendetta mid for the longest time. Warlock's level 6 will be a big determining factor for the Radiant side, where they basically don't need the Slark for a long time. It's the best way to put it, I suppose.
Oh, Shuma might get punished here. A little bit greedy. Goes in for the Wave of Terror to try to get vision, but I think this Venge is just going to be left to the Wolves. Tries for a TP, and they do barely have enough damage.
That was close.
That was like the last millisecond, yeah.
So nicely done there. And is Afu just going... He's thinking about it. I think he's going to go straight for the blink. He's had that gold for so long, like that early 700 some gold from all these bounty runes. He never ended up going for those tranquils, so he's going to try and rush it straight. Brown boots, blink dagger, and maybe hoping to sync up with his Slark around that time. Ajit for now, aiming in towards that Shadow Blade. Oh, good ward pop down here from xnova. Not a sentry though. And so he's probably dead. No Sunstrike required. Wow, what a nice guy.
Sunstrike required, man.
He could have just right-clicked, though.
Oh, yeah, he could have. But you got to feed that Invoker, man, going up.
Let's do this.
Oh, good sentry here. Initiation onto Venge might just be a little bit too much for her to deal with, though. She's going to swap Ogre forward. Meanwhile, Nyx just goes to town on this Ember Spirit, or they're either on the Rubik. In the back lines, and they are able to get him down relatively easy. They give it once again to Doctor with the Sunstrike, so he's farming mid, he's picking up kills all over the map, and this looks like Radiant is going to be able to push in and may even be able to take this tier 1 tower.
Yeah, and that right there is why you see why we always have Nyx and Invoker. Like, just that setup is ridiculous. Max level 2.8 seconds. It's a guaranteed Sunstrikes. Unless they have some sort of a ridiculous mobility spell. Mid lane, Doctor, Tornado, possibly living. Oh, he's got the Amplify though, so it won't matter anyway. Yeah. Even if he had Ghost Walk, he'd still die.
So tower for tower.
It'll be great.
Top lane, Light is Vendetta, was walking underneath the sentry ward. xnova knows he's around now, but doesn't have vision of him. This is a very dangerous game. xnova just skirting all over, wanting to find the safety of a sentry, but back towards mid, we've got a bit of a skirmish dropping down. The Warlock ult goes through a triple man crush on top of a pounce. They have the return RP, but that is just, oh, that crush was so good. Now you've got a Fatal Bonds Nana just running all over the place. Very nice ding ding coming out of the Ogre, but looks great and will still end up going down. The Dire are sustainable. The Carapace from Nyx doing a little bit of work, but Light is left to his own devices and does drop. Ogre, the only survivor right now.
For how long?
MVP, and Ajit is right on his case. Radiant hero, and
he's got a haste rune too.
Light's Vendetta around. Is there going to be any vision? Looks like Nova's going to take the brunt of the force with Sunstrike. It is going to go and connect onto Nova, but is there enough damage? One more hit from Light might be enough, but the skewer back. Nova is still going to be alive now. The Shrine is going to get activated. They just got to make sure that they got this. And there we go. There's going to be more fight going on. The Impale does do a fair amount of work, but everyone's getting so low on the Radiant side. The Dire just want to keep brawling and brawling, and that's what they're going to do. Ryzen is going to go down once again, and it looks like Ogre, once again, the only survivor, will be picked off. It is another 5-man wipe, trading only the Magnus after using a very nice skewer to keep xnova safe.
Yeah, when you Bonza bails out, so
That's probably the only play for him. It looks like Grace is going to be perhaps caught out here, maybe trying to make some space for the rest of his heroes. Ajit looks to be moving forward, still has that bounce available. And is going to go forward. Is he going to latch onto anyone? No, in fact, he's under tower now, just trying to get the most out of his regen. Light is making it back to some safe space, but Grace is caught out completely off guard. That Ogre eats one for the team, but the rest of his teammates are able to get out alive. That looked a little bit dangerous for MVP.
this is
He's gone.
butchered
man.
him.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Gan being used. They know that Radiant heroes are in this vicinity.
Attack that Gan,
Ogre's gonna be
Grace.
the one to break the smoke. Raisin just walks into it, gets completely destroyed. There's a missile tossed up, but the Venge swap to try to save her life. They bring the Ogre deeper into the fight, but now it's just Venge versus the world. And Venge has got nothing left to work with. It's Ben trying to chase down the Venge, who turns and stuns the Magnus. Venge is actually still alive. They are going to be losing their Invoker, and it looks like the Ogre is soon to fall as well. Ogre goes down. It's just going to be the Nyx, who's trying to walk up through this bottom lane and survive, but it's not looking too likely.
Please, no. Please.
Let him off with a warning.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, at least Warlock's coming back. All right, this is the big play, guys. The giant turnaround still got golems.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
He's
tier
got
2
golems.
down mid and top.
Radiant's top tower is under
Whew. I mean, one big pickoff will give them a ton of gold. Oh, Nana, just brutal this vision.
Oh.
They just can't see anything.
Look, they're going to get sandwiched around on. That's a double man crush coming back on 3. Now the golems are going to be dropped, but look at Raisin just immediately getting clumped down.
Oh.
RP goes in. This time it's useful, and Grace is just going to be chewed upon. Nova is going to be burning, but not going to be getting all the way down. This time Invoker is going to be one of our
Yeah,
only
she's-
survivors.
Didn't know he was going to go down. That's pretty funny. Golem got the kill.
Golems kept going, man. Can't stop the golems. Doctor just running away, does not want to tangle with anyone on the Dire team. He's back on 3. Looks like this Magnus, he's just chugging along. He's got his Shadow Blade. And now there's a sentry revealing Doctor. Doctor goes in with a deafening blast. Remnant back forward, and they should be able to
Oh,
catch
nice
out
swap.
Doctor, but a swap from the Venge to save him. Unfortunately, it's not enough as they rake in 2. Warlock wasn't able to complete his TP. Grace just going in, trying, but will be able to get out. Afu not going to be in time with that crush. Light, he's just crawling back underneath
Oh,
his
Ben is
2-3
baiting
tower.
down here.
You all right there?
Oh, what a dick. That's so good. Oh, GG. No, Ben was at like 100 HP, and he just kept. It's just more Group A action here. So Group A, by the way, consists of Faceless, Mineski, Warriors Gaming.Unity, MVP, Hot 6, and Young Minds. So after this series coming up, you will have had a chance to see all of the teams play. We'll start getting a feel as to, well, how the field spans out here across them. But Android, Trent,
Yes.
Trent Pax, we'll be back for series number 2, which starts in half an hour.
Whew.
So I'll keep you guys updated on the stream, and we'll get this thing going here. But